All these doors are original.
Luckily, we found this actually on Craigslist.
So we didn't want to make it closed off because it's already a pretty small space.
My name is Mike.
I'm Lauren.
We're Go Play Outside is our Instagram. This is actually a 1981 Toyota Landcruiser that used to be a emergency response vehicle in Australia. It's right-hand drive and it has the original 2H motor in it.
This is our sleeping area and it's a full-size mattress. We were able to fit it completely lengthwise, and it's a 4-inch thick mattress, and we do have a 21-gallon water tank underneath. We do like the size of our bed. It fits us perfectly, it keeps us warm. It fits all three of us and Cooper. So we haven't had any issues with our mattress at all. We have some shade from these doors. So we haven't really needed to add any additional shading because this kind of provides us like most 360 shading. And this is our kitchen area. So we just built these drawers. We had to kind of like custom make them, and it's push to open. And then these drawers open. And this is our kitchen area. So we can hook up a propane tank, which is in that drawer, and we'll hook it up here. And we kind of can cook outside. And then we have another drawer, and this is kind of our seasoning, spice rack, alcohol that we keep in here. We have a Dometic electric cooler. We do have solar on the top that it connects to. All these doors are original. So this was an emergency response vehicle ambulance style. So there was some walls on the inner cavity, and then these were storage compartments. So we actually just blew out all of the walls and then kept the doors. So they are original. We had them refabricated because we just wanted to like make sure they were sturdy. So we had them redone, but they are kind of the original style of the vehicle.
Funny story. So, you know, Lauren and I both climb a lot, go snowboarding. We like national parks, so we enjoy the outdoors, and we did a lot of tent camping and car camping. We tried backpacking once, and it really sucked. So, you know, we kind of wanted to get a rig to kind of bring on our adventures and whenever we travel. So we were in the market during the pandemic, and luckily we found this actually on Craigslist. Yeah, so it was a lucky search. I mean, it was already imported from Australia, and the previous owner actually had another one, but his wife would only let him keep one of them, and he decided to sell this one to us, luckily. And you know, we still keep in contact with him and like, you know, show him our progress, and he's really happy about it. I think the biggest thing, especially if you're located in California, is getting the vehicle registered. So I know a lot of people on the forums, especially for Landcruisers, have had trouble registering in California, but I think we were lucky because this is just an old diesel, and I think the year cutoff date is just where we made it. So we were pretty okay with that.
So we have some shelving up here that we made. We created some slatted shelves just to give it kind of a more open feel. So we didn't want to make it closed off because it's already a pretty small space. And this is where we typically keep our like clothes, any extra storage that we have. Right now, sometimes when we drive, like things kind of will fall off. So we're going to add some like blocking, either like wires or some string, just to make sure like things don't fall off in the future. But we really enjoy packing cubes. I think both of us are like super efficient when it comes to packing. So if anything, we're definitely minimalist. We try to pack like as little as we can, and then if we need to, we'll go and like do laundry at places. So we try to keep it like small and as little as possible. So we do have like electrical outlets in here. This is a USB port, and we have one on both sides. So whenever we are camping, if we're not really sure what way our head is going to be on, we at least have plugs on both sides. And then we do have lighting in here as well. There is a little dimmer switch right here, and you can see it'll turn the lights on. For us going into this, we had no idea how long realistically this kind of flip was going to take us. We said in the beginning, oh, we'll be done in 6 months, and it's 2 years later, and we still have things that we're working on.
And she means flip by like renovation.
Restoring.
We're not selling it. Just,
Yeah.
Everyone asks
Not for
us,
sale.
"Oh, are you guys gonna sell it?" I'm like, no. we had so much blood, sweat, and tears into this now. So. Yeah.
And that's kind of been the fun part. Is this is our first van build, we call it a truck build. And we've learned so much throughout the process. I mean, you're in engineering, I'm in project management, so we kind of have like the general skills needed. But we've learned so much, like you said already, automotive painting, we've done woodworking, making these cabinets, just like design. I mean, everything in here, we've put our hands on every inch of this build. So
I think next in our future, we also want to get like the next generation, which would be the 60 series Landcruiser, and then, kind of move up from there. So on this side, currently we have it as storage. We plan to actually put our a little sink in here. We do have our water tank hooked up to a pump with a little hose, but right now it just houses our chairs and some cleaning products. So this is another little one. We just currently have our fire extinguisher here. This drawer is pretty cool. We just, I guess, did all the woodwork over the last month. But this one, we wanted to be able to access it from the inside and outside. So we found these really cool drawer slides where you can actually open it from both sides. So, this way, and then it actually from the inside, you can also access it that way. There is one problem on that, is that, the D10 is not really that strong, so I have to figure out a way to pin them when we're traveling. But that'll be on the list. Yeah, so down here, we house our lithium-ion batteries from Battleborn and some Victron equipment for our solar. We have close to 360 watts of solar, Sunflare Explorer panels on top. They're really thin, so it's pretty awesome. Usually no one can tell that we have solar, but they've been pretty much topping off our battery consistently. We haven't run out of power yet. So these baskets, actually, we just found these on Amazon, but we wanted some simple storage solutions for the door, and that kind of go with the look of the whole truck. So we found those on Amazon and kind of added these on. They work out pretty well. So this is the cab of our rig. So like I said before, it used to be an emergency response vehicle in Australia. So up here, you'll see all the original lights and switches that controlled, the auxiliary lights and the lights in the back and things like that. At the beginning of the project, we painted this entire vehicle ourselves. So we learned how to do that, like automotive painting by YouTube. And that was kind of one of our biggest pandemic projects. And that was the start of this rig, when we took apart the vehicle and started painting it. We also installed this headliner, and there's a lot of sound deadening that you don't see right now, but it greatly reduces the noise. The engines on these vehicles are notorious for being pretty loud. They're pretty much like tractor engines, but the sound deadening really helped a lot. Also, all around, we switched out all the lights with LEDs, so they're more power efficient and a little bit brighter. Before I did that, when I was driving at night, I couldn't really see my speedometer, so it's kind of hard to drive with that situation. So we had to switch them out. So I actually took apart the bezel and installed LEDs into that dash. We want to start taking out more for sure. We've been kind of busy over the last 2 years trying to just keep working on this and making it better and kind of including more amenities. And luckily we've been invited to a lot of shows, so we've been kind of prepping for those. So we do want to take some time and actually get out there and start using it for when we go camp and climb and snowboard.
Yeah, it's fun building it, but it's also fun using it as well. Even though it has taken us 2 years, we have gone on some smaller trips.
Yeah. I think, yeah, we went to Grand Staircase Escalante when this was like kind of half done. Also Death Valley. And it was just super fun just being in the middle of nowhere and kind of hanging out with your friends and being able to just, you know, live in nature.
That was kind of the first time that sold us into like overlanding van life is when we got there with the truck, we didn't have to set anything up, and that was really convenient while everyone's kind of setting up their tents and their camps, and it was nice to just like show up, everything's done, we don't have to do anything, here we are, ready to enjoy. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed watching our vehicle as much as we enjoyed building it. We are goplay.outside. You can follow us on Instagram or Go Play Outside on YouTube.
Thank you, guys.